differs from one country or the other. But right here in Nigeria, I'll be talking about 20 very key information about the government regulations you should be aware of. As a real estate buyer, it's important you know these things before you even put in your money into any real estate investment. And that's why we decided to come up with our 30-day series on YouTube, full video on YouTube. Though we have short clips on Instagram, on HTH and Pro Limited where you can watch, but right on this YouTube, you are going to be getting every information that you need. Now, one of the things you need to consider when it comes to government regulation is making your thorough research on the property in the market, the price, location, and other rules and regulations governing that property in that location. So, number one is research. Number two, you need to engage a professional. Seeking advice from a very notable and then professional real estate agent is very important. This will definitely guide you through. Number three, you need to verify ownership of the property that you actually have interest in. Honestly, you might not know this, but you need to confirm who is the true owner of that particular property, and you need to ensure that all the necessary information given to you are correct. That's number three. Then number four, the title verification. This is key on any kind of property that you wish to get in Nigeria. Honestly, a lot of people skip this, but it's very, very important. You conduct a title search. Definitely, you will know if this property is genuine or not, if it's under any encumbrances or it is not, if it's under any community issue or not. These are some of the things you need to put into consideration. Then number five, we have survey. You know, every property has a survey, and you need to confirm the boundaries from where to where this particular property is. That's the work of the surveyor. I hear people say, I've employed a surveyor to do all the checks. Surveyor is not supposed to do all the checks for you. There are different parties who do the checks, and that's why I put surveyor as number five, because it's different and it's important. And like I mentioned, all these things are very, very important. So please remember to hit the like button if you have been following from that from day one. Today is day 8 of our 30-day series. We have a very detailed playlist that we mentioned. 30-day series, we are transforming the real estate game in Nigeria for you. So if you're a realtor, or if you are a buyer, or probably you are an investor, whoever you are, you're watching this and you really think this video is really, really what you need, please ensure you watch the 30-day series. Watch all the days. Come online. Take your time. These things are free. You don't have to pay anything, but you just need to come online and then you get this information. Now, honestly, if you are not liking this video and you're connected, you're not doing the right thing, because it's free. So please hit the like button just as you're watching this video. Now, let's go to the number 6. Well, number 6 takes us to due diligence. Due diligence is you need to conduct a thorough due diligence on the property, including the history, the potential liabilities, and any kind of issues pertaining to that particular property. These things are key to every real estate buyer. Now let's go to the 7th one, which is also very important, the financial planning. Now, for any property that you desire, you need to determine your budget. You need to secure finances if necessary to ensure that you get it at the time you say. Now, a lot of clients do not meet up to okay, I want to get a property, but I'm waiting for a 12-month payment plan. Oh, sorry, something came up, I cannot meet up, and then I'm going to be doing 18-month payment plan. Honestly, these are some of the things that might give you issues when you are dealing with any seller. So please try as much as you can to avoid it again. All right, sorry about that. A call came in. So honestly, it is very important to take these things very. We can then make any other call after this. All right, so let's go to number 8. We have negotiating terms. You know, you need to learn the art of negotiation. A lot of people get properties and they don't even know how to negotiate. Like I mentioned in one of our series, I talked about the right way to negotiate. So if you haven't watched that series, please go through the playlist. You will see the right way to negotiate. Sometimes you negotiate out and lose out on so many things, so many good things. Sometimes you negotiate and it's very okay for you. So get the difference in that video. Number 9, we have contract reviews. Very, very important. Are you supposed to hire a lawyer for your sales contract? Well, it depends on you. Some lawyers don't even understand the contract. Some realtors do understand the contract better because this is what they do every day. So some lawyers will just make you go run around the contract, and then you might fall out of the contract, or then you might lose out on the property. Some lawyers might even advise you, oh, leave the property, the contract that I want, they don't want to write it the way I want it. Some of these contracts, there are best way to put it. If you ask your realtor will tell you which part of the contract protect your interest as a buyer. So there are some informations that should be written on it, which we also discuss in one of our series. So you go watch it. Let's go to number 10. Number 10, deposit. Number 10, when we look at deposit, we're looking at you paying an initial deposit or a down payment for a particular property. And all of these are also stated in your agreement, so that at the time you want to get your agreement, you will see that these things are there. These are some of the regulations you should be aware of. Then number 11, we have payment verification. You need to ensure all payments are made through traceable channel, okay? And then you obtain all your receipts for your documentation. These are very, very important. If you are a buyer and you don't have your original receipt, start calling in to get your original receipt. You should have your original receipt. Some clients will just stay and just collect the e-receipt and that's all. And one thing I always advise clients is this: when you are trying to get your receipt, ensure that you get receipts that are, if they send you the soft copy, make sure that when you are getting other documents like your contract of sale, your deed of assignment, your survey, ensure that they put in the original receipt alongside. It is important. Now let's go straight to the next one on our list, which is number 12, and that is tax obligation. There are some properties you buy that you need to pay some tax, especially those ones that are on the government's property. If you're buying a property from the government, they are very keen on you paying the tax. So definitely you should learn that and then pay your tax accordingly. Then number 13, we have registration. You need to register your property through, transfer of your property to through the government terms, because a lot of people skip this. They just feel, oh, I think I bought this property, then what next? You need to register it. It's what we call registration. Okay, follow up through the authorities and register your property in your name. And though that may also cost you some amount of money, but you might have it in plan. You might say, okay, and I think I want to do it now, or I want to do it later, but have it in plan that it is good to do it. Nobody's going to naturally take that property away from you if it's a good property, but sometimes it's good to do things the way it's supposed to. Now we have the 14th one, which is stamp duty. You pay stamp duty on the sales agreement, and they stamp your sales agreement, so that you can know that these things are things that are sometimes very important. Then utility bill. If it's a house that you buy, you need to ensure that you are getting your utility bills, because there is a time you will need it for a particular information, or you want to fill some documents, especially bank. They will tell you to bring your utility bill. So always get this information and keep it close. Insurance. You might want to consider insurance, but it's not a must. Most Nigerians don't even go there. Okay, so it's your choice. Number 17, we have community regulation. Anywhere you are buying a property, you need to familiarize with what is happening in that axis. You need to know if this community, this is what they do, this is what they don't do. You need to try and understand them and then live alongside the way it is, because it's very important to know that some people don't even understand that there's a community where they are buying a property. So these are some of the things you need to know. And we have number 18, which is resale value. Honestly, these are assets. If you buy properties that are in a good location, then you will know what it means when I say properties are assets. You need to assess the property potential, resale value, all the calls. Calls are just coming in, but we need to just round up this. Okay, and the future market trends. These are very, very important. The number 19, we have maintenance. Any property you buy requires maintenance, whether it's land or it's house. So don't just leave hands off it. Okay, once you get a land, I think in some of our videos before the end of this video, I'll tell you what to do when you have a land, okay, a bare land and nothing is there. But how should you maintain a land? You need to go there, clear it, send somebody there, clear your land, okay, and keep it neat. Okay, keep the condition very healthy. All right. So 20, which is one of the last one, is compliance with government regulation. Whether on your land or you are trying to buy a house, make sure that you are complying to everything the government wants. With that, you are able to scale through so many things as regards to demolishing or having issues if you can follow these 20 solid rules I just gave. Well, if you know this video really helped you, remember to do a thumbs up. Do a thumbs up right now and like this video. And remember, tomorrow we'll be here again to talk about another great topic. Come on, it's a 30-day series. We are going on 30 days. So today is the 8th and we have gone this far. A lot of people have been calling in, sending us WhatsApp message on +2348122345752. And these are very informative. So please come along tomorrow and get prepared to get something new again about real estate you haven't heard before. And we also have our Instagram. Be able to gain a whole lot from this. So you follow us right now, follow us on Instagram, and then I'm sure you will be so equipped on your real estate journey before you even put your leg into the journey. Or if you have started already, definitely you have a lot to gain. If it's your husband, if it's your wife, if it's your sisters, your aunties, your uncles that